I'd say it's a pleasure to honestly meet you.
Thank you for having me.
Your work's incredible. You're so brave. I was just thank you for being here at the Global Academy. Also, just a quick question about the Global Academy.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to know what you think of our school as someone in the media.
Yeah.
How has your day been so far?
My day has been incredible. When I walked in, so I'm a graduate of the Brit School of Performing Arts, and I was hit with that kind of energy. But I love the way here you lean more into the things that happen behind the scenes. Like it's one thing to put a dancer on the stage, but who's lighting it, who's doing the sound, who has the vision. And I think a place like Global Academy is necessary for creating the kind of people that are going to go out into the workforce in the future. I'm very impressed by this place. Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
Okay, so we're going to some quick fire questions.
Yeah.
So for the audience to know a bit more about you, and just little fun questions. So
Yeah.
the first one's your favorite movie, nice and simple.
Clueless. I'm a clueless girl down. I even watched it on the plane the other day. Yeah.
I've got a confession, I've never seen Clueless. I haven't seen Clueless. I haven't seen Mean Girls.
No, I've never seen Mean Girls. We ain't got time for that. Buy Mean Girls, but Clueless. No, get in your Clueless bag tonight. Yeah.
Are we opening that Netflix?
Right.
They can tell me to watch.
Honestly, classic.
What's the last song you listened to?
What is the last song I listened to? Drake Slide Me Out with Scissor.
I am the biggest scissor fan.
See, guess what? I'm just getting into my scissor bag. And then I'm late, yeah.
No.
But I was like, what's that one called? Shirt?
You like a new album, SOS?
Love
One of my favourites.
Love it. Like, yeah.
And Control spoke to me more, but SOS was...
High key scissor fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. What was the last book you read?
God, you're going to put me on the spot. No, it's called The Situationship by Taylor Dior. I think she got a double-barreled last name. Great black rom-com. Yeah, it was really good.
Oh, okay, I'll add it to my TBR.
Yeah.
Thank you. And your dream holiday, what's your dream holiday?
New York, baby. I felt about... it's no secret that I'm trying to live in New York, and I know for some people an overwhelming city is not a holiday, but I just love the place. So New York always.
I think the city is always different.
Exactly.
Like, people come to London. This weekend I was in London. It was just different.
Yeah.
Like life's great.
And it's got a different vibe, and literally anytime, anywhere you can do something. Like, yeah, New York.
And things are open late.
Unlike Milton's.
And are you more of a night person or a morning person?
Interestingly, both. So, like, I'm up and at it early and I'm positive about it. But also, I like to write deep into the night. So I'm talking 2, 3 a.m. Although, okay, maybe I'm more of a morning person, because if you invite me to the club, I'm not coming.
Okay.
If it's not a grown-up, mature dinner setting, I'm not coming. I'm not leaving my house after 9. So.
Yeah. In bed. Yeah.
In bed.
Cool. I agree. I'm more of a night person, in bed, watch my stuff.
Yeah. And I like a little grown-up chic thing with my friends, but just to be out at night, no, those days have gone.
And what's your favourite season? What do you...
I'm an autumn girl. I'm a massive fan of coats, overcoats. I've got a great coat collection, so I'm an autumn girl. Apart from the spiders, because it's also spider season, cannot bear that.
A bit of pepper oil on the window and the door front.
And the Milton Keynes, they're on steroids. They're like these tripods. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. Sorry.
I've got a massive fear.
Like, anyway.
God. And playlists or podcasts? Would you rather listen to a good playlist or a banging podcast?
A playlist. Do you know what? Aside from my own and maybe a handful, I'm not a massive podcaster. I think to really stumble across the humour I like, with the hosts that I like, discussing what I like, is quite slim. I think I can think of maybe 5, so I'm more of a playlist girl. Yeah.
Okay. And where's your favourite podcast? And if you don't mind me asking.
Oh my gosh, so it's one called HC Pod, fronted by a guy called Chucky and Poet. It's very all over the place. Like, they are as chaotic as myself and Sorrel. But I come back every week, and I think I come back for their relationship. Like, the way they can look at the same issue or problem or headline and have varying opinions. Yeah.
I think the way that you and Sorrel are, the bond between you guys.
Like, where? Yeah.
Name 3 authors that inspire you.
3 authors that inspire me. Definitely Mallory Blackman, of course. And when I was growing up, a woman called Sister Soldier, who wrote one of my favourite books of all time. It's called The Coldest Winter Ever. Do not read the follow-up because it will just be disrespectful to the beauty of the first. I've just got to jump ahead and say that. And author number 3. Oh no, she's too problematic, girl. You can't say that. You can't say that. Maya Angelou, like, come on, like, just the goddess of Black literature. Yeah, those are my 3.
Okay, very interesting. And do you prefer reading or do you prefer writing?
Reading. Reading, for sure. Although I struggle with reading and writing my books at the same time. I don't want to accidentally pull in someone else's voice into my work. So when I'm working on a manuscript, I tend to read less.
Sometimes you can get mixed up.
Exactly, yeah.
And so it's quite an interesting question, a bit more of a longer one. So if you could travel in time, would you go to the future or the past, and why would you?
Oh my gosh. I'll go to the future because I'm nosy. I'm nosy. The past is the past. Who's dead is dead. Sorry, we can't raise the dead. I'm going to the future. I need to see if I've got my brownstone. I need to see if the kids are doing well.
See if you're new.
Yeah, because my dead alive. No, we're going forward.
Okay. And if you could choose the past, what era would you visit?
What era would I visit? Oh my gosh. I think just based on fashion, the 1950s.
Okay.
That's when Dior and the circle skirt was. I love a good circle skirt and a cinch waist. Based on fashion, definitely the 1950s.
I've never heard someone say 1950s.
Yeah, right.
I've heard 80s.
No, 50s. Them clothes, and when clothes were built to last.
That's where fashion was a lot.
You know what I mean? And you got value for money.
Yeah. If you had to describe yourself with one movie title, what would it be and why?
Movie title? The Matrix.
I need to know why. I need to know why.
No, because you never know what version you're going to get with me. Yeah, The Matrix. Also, I just feel that, okay, The Matrix or Inception.
Okay. Hampton I, bro.
Because with Inception, it's like, am I real? Is this all an illusion? It'll be something like that.
Okay. So now you see me.
Like, do you know what I mean? Is it real?
I love all these responses, but they are very, very entertaining. As we dive into our discussion, could you share some of the most memorable moments or experiences that have shaped your journey and reinforced your commitment to your work?
Memorable moments that have shaped my journey. I think anytime my children recognize what I do, that's always a memorable moment for me. My daughter's at the age where she's reading Cuts Both Ways in school, and like teachers are bringing her magazine clippings of me. I'm at a point in my life where it's about legacy and not necessarily about what my peers think or what PR list I'm on or red carpet. It's like, am I doing work that allows my children to think bigger? So the moments that make me go, oh my gosh, this is so great, they're actually really tiny now and they're really personal. It's not like some big grand work thing. It's my kid being like, it's Black History Month and they're going to pin your face to the wall at school. I love it.
Yeah, it is those moments
Yeah.
that really remain special. Next question. Have you ever gotten writer's block? And if so, how did you overcome your writing?
I have writer's block right now. When I tell you my editor is in my backside. And the way I deal with it is I just delete every email. Just like, you leave me alone. No, I'm joking. Just for legal purposes, I'm joking. I just allow time. I just allow it to pass through. Also, once I've had a moment, I'm very respectful of a deadline. Me delivering this work, that then means if I'm late, the printers are late, the artwork is late. And so I respect that. And so I usually write through the writer's block. I know that these 20,000 words are probably going to end up in the trash, but the only way to start fleshing out ideas that make the final edit is to actually get them onto the page. So literally write through the block.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I've never really heard that before. So they'd be like, go on a walk and...
No, that's just... And also, don't wait for inspiration. That's such a fallacy, that whole thing. Oh, you got to wait to be... In some regard, there's no such thing. It's about working until you feel inspired.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. That's my last question. But what do you think our government can do to make our school curriculum more representative and inclusive?
The government would have to be more representative and inclusive. Let's start there. I think the call is coming from inside the house, and they still desperately struggle with lack of diversity and inclusion, not just in a racial sense, but also it's all a structure, right? You don't typically end up in government unless you've been to Eton or like, it's a network. And until that is broken down, I think we're not going to see the trickle down effect. It has to happen in spaces and places where the most powerful people gather for it to then trickle down to who I call us Gen Pop, the general population. Yeah. If it's not happening at the top, it's not going to happen at the bottom.
Exactly.
Mm.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.